Got a little box of snacks right it's sitting there on my fridge. Sparkling water might help too. All right.
I'm there.
Here.
All right, girl. Need some more pots. Man.
In due time.
I am running out of health potions. Where have you been? I told you to prepare everything for the ritual. You will never give me orders again. What? Well, then, summon your power. Or maybe you'd like to try the acid. I am not your... Oh, wow. Not your toy. Not your son. Enough. I won't kill you. Your powers will be of use to me from now on. You do as I say. Oh, well, I guess I can't really. Okay. Do as I say. You speak when I say. Disobedience leads to punishment. Always.
You can count on me.
Follow if you dare.
No, I'm embarrassed.
Applause, please.
Oh boy. Oh, can't wear that. She can't use this. Oh, it's a dwarven Urgrosh. Oh, it's not a reach weapon. So never mind. I don't care if she can't use it. It's fine.
I'm there.
I have been waiting for you. The flowers, birds, and wind told me you would come. Oh, my poor flowers. They will perish before long in this fog.
Seems that only you can see her, see or hear the nymph.
Not many have heard a voice from above, and fewer still are those who followed it to a positive outcome.
Had a strange vision. A young man and an old druid who tortured him. Then they exchanged roles.
Yes, yes. The soil, water, and stones here are infused with toxic pain and fear. They poison this place as we speak. You have seen where your enemy's journey began. The one called Stag Lord was once the victim of a cruel madman, and has since become one himself. You see now how monsters are born. But what comes of regret for a thing you cannot change? There is no time to be lost. We must do away with the fog quickly.
Tell me what to do next.
Search the area around the hut. Try to find anything that remained of the druid who lived here. I am sure the fog is his doing. This suffocating veil is as vicious as his nature. We should learn more about the fog and the ritual through which it was created. Return to me if you find anything. The past may hide the answers that shape the future.
Tell me about yourself. I would like to know more about my ally.
Do you really wish to know? Fine. I'll tell you a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there lived a young nymph. She lived in an enchanted forest, where 1,000 birds sung day and night, where the sun often left a spark or two hanging in the tree crowns, and where the starlight fell on sleepy glades like a glowing soft haze. The young nymph loved simple things, like sitting by the stream with her friends, braiding each other's hair and adorning their braids with crystals made of dew, or watching the flowers blooming. But inside her soul, the young nymph dreamed of something more. Oh, dreams. Nothing in any world can live without them. Even a seed that falls in fertile soil cannot sprout without the dream of the sun. The same was true for our nymph. She wished to turn her enchanted forest into a true fairy tale kingdom and fill it with thousands of wonders. Plans so ambitious rarely go unnoticed by greater powers. Those greater powers decided to punish the nymph for her boldness. They sent a horrible monster to poison the enchanted forest and kill the singing birds. The nymph was forced to flee, and finally she found shelter here in the stolen lands. Here she hoped to sprout the seeds of a new dream, even as she mourned the dream she'd lost. But then the magic mist appeared, killing everything that lived. And the nymph cast about, desperately searching for help. So far, these are the fairy tale's final words. But I hope this is not the end just yet.
Would you be willing to share the details of your story about these evil powers, the enchanted forest, the monster?
One day, perhaps I will tell you more. But it doesn't matter now. We need to concentrate on the problems at our doorstep. The Stag Lord, the Druid, the Mist.
I'll return later. Farewell.
I will be waiting.
1 second, chat. Sorry about that. Okay. Whew. Ugh. Wow. Jeez. Rude.
You come again. I will be waiting.
I do what I
This
must.
requires your attention.
Ooh, nice.
You come again. Did you find something?
I found the Druid's notes. They mention a temple of the elk. Can this help us?
An ancient temple. The temple of the stag god. Yes, that must be it. The place of power where the druid created the fog. Perhaps we'll be able to cleanse it from there. The temple hides in the thicket not far from here. You'll need to go there and purge the place of whatever evil still lingers there, summoned by the druid's sinister ritual. Take care. You are my only hope.
Okay, Leia. I have a clear goal now. I'll continue my journey. Nice. I am about 500 XP away from leveling up now.
I'm off.
All right, but we have the destination of the destination of the temple now, but we're not going to go there just yet.
In due time. Their life ends here.
Alright, awesome. Here, neat little trick. If you had found an herb in one of the maps, normally at this point we would actually have found 2 by now. We can actually go ahead and do this. A special thing. Open on up. Boom. Just a +1 short sword, right? Yep. Just a +1 short sword. But it's really expensive. I think we're okay with that. I think we're okay with this. Oh. All right. We have the destination to the temple. Is here. But we're not gonna go there just yet. I want to try and get more experience as much experience as we can. We'll go ahead and double here, quick save. Scout a little bit more for other areas. Hero's Field, I know what this is. That's the Manticore place. Where Rat Hill. Ugh. A lot of these places suck. Especially at level 2. Alright, taking that turn is just gonna... We're still fit to fight, so we'll just fight.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Oh, rude. Oh, rude. This character's ability score is decreased and it can be restored by resting or with the help of lesser restoration. Oh, okay. It can be removed. How much dexterity did you lose? You lost! We're gonna rest. See if that goes away. Because it says it should. If it doesn't, I'm gonna reload that entire...
gang, and I'm wondering, how the hell are we still alive yet? Everyone's so smart, it makes me sick. Writing smart books, fancy prayers to the gods. I only punch first and then sort it out. I guess that's why we're still alive.
Oh, Mir. Lindsay, come on! We literally haven't eaten in 2 weeks. I'm surprised we're not dead yet. Oh God. We lost 1 dexterity. 1. So that means we need to go through 4 more rests? You know what? No. I am not gonna do that. I am not gonna do that.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
This will hurt! Tear them apart!
There we go. That's better.
I need a challenge.
That's much, much better. That's what I like to see. That's much better.
my breath.
You'll be fine. Need to connect the map. All right. This entire area has been Oh, no, it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
Resting
I
would
need to
be
get up
nice,
there.
don't you think?
Sure. That's been found. We're definitely gonna be taking a detour. How do I? Okay, how do I want? I have like a lot of time.
Adventures can wait.
I don't think there's anything in here.
I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, we're not doing that fight.
I need to catch my breath.
Don't worry, you will.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Endless Plains. That sounds like a good place to... Oh, I should have...
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Yeah, sure. We'll rest. After we get to Oleg's. There we go. Yeah, Oleg's. That way I can sell. Awesome. Will not fight if I'm this fatigued.
My strength betrays me.
And we're gonna get a little bit of a cutscene right at the beginning.
Catch my breath.
The delighted smile of Octavia inhales the smell coming from Oleg's trading post. Fresh bread, I can't believe it. All this time that we sat and caged and crawled in the mud, there were places in the world where they were making fresh bread. And here we are. I bet they have clean sheets, and maybe we can even take a bath. A girl can dream. Go get some rest. You deserve it. You can be sure of that. I've got years of rest to catch up on, and I'll be stuffing my face until I turn into a ball. Making me hungry. You do so much for us. Is it all because you are kind, or maybe, the half-elf smiles flirtatiously, maybe it's because you've been charmed by my beauty? Exactly. I would never have found the Technicleague's camp if your beauty hadn't been beaconing me. Octavia laughs out loud. For a moment, something more than just friendliness flashes across her eyes. Oh, you are so sweet. Alright, enough talk. Fresh bread and clean sheets await. Don't think we'll be romancing her. Oh? Listen, well, since you dispatched the bandits with such skill, maybe you can help us with another problem. There's a feral swine living here in the woods, not a normal wild pig. We're talking about a vicious boar as big as a bear and wicked as a devil. The locals call him Tuskgutter. Many hunters have lost life and limb to him. Vekel Benzen found his lair and went to kill the beast, but came back with one leg. He put a bounty on the boar's head, but it looks like there aren't any heroes around here old enough to claim it. Maybe you'll rid us of this monster. Hey, we're better than the local Ussies, right? Want to bet I can chop off this Tuskgutter's snout with a single swing? Come on, let's find out. Alright, let's go kill this Tuskgutter. Amiri gives you a wide grin and slaps your shoulders. Right, that's the way I like it. Let's do it. Sure you do, girl. Alright, Oleg. Buddy. There's a quick save. Time for a sell. Show me wares. Offer. Boom. Boom. Chain shirt +1. We can sell that. What are we at? 2,800. Deal. Look at armor, see what we got. Hoping he'd have a I was hoping that he'd have another set of full plate by now. Not just yet. Not just yet. Oh boy. Oof. This head of mine doesn't want to stop. Just doesn't want to stop. I swear. Man. Well, it just doesn't want to stop hurting. My poor head. Well, anyways. We got 3 people to talk to now, chat.
I'm there.
Oh, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Eh? What? Ah, it's you, Zircon. Did I startle you? I'm sorry. Oh, no, that doesn't matter. I was just contemplating the utility of existence and the worthlessness of the universe. The ways of Grotus are great. My humble mortal mind cannot fully grasp them, but I do what I can. Uh-huh. Tell me about your past. My life is divided into 2 parts. The first was filled with blind wandering, doubts, and attempts to serve Torag. The second part began when I accepted Grotus into my soul and received a clear vision of the world. What exactly would you like to know? Where are you from? My life story began in Laird, a city of dwarven clerics and acolytes. They served Torag and the other dwarven gods. Torag's brothers, Angrad and Igram, Torag's wife Fulgrit, his daughter Bolka, his sons Grundinar, Coles and Trud, and also Torag's sister, Drangavit. Oh, I doubt I'm pronouncing all of these names right. I wouldn't be surprised if they built a temple to Torag's pet dog. Sorry, I let myself get carried away. Laird is the 2nd largest dwarf in the city in the Five Kings Mountains. D, don't do it. Don't do it. Not gonna do it. Keep reading. It's built up around numerous temple caverns. Oh, misty eye of the mountain below. Sorry, I had to do it. It's built up around numerous temple caverns which serve as places of worship for all the dwarven gods. Many pilgrims from every corner of Golarion come to Laird to pray to their gods. Some remain to live there. This city is simply imbued with faith. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a cleric. Why would you even be swinging a dead cat anyways? It's no surprise, inspired by the aura of this city, that I decided as a young boy to dedicate all my efforts to becoming a cleric of Torag. You once tried to serve Torag? Not just tried, it was a burning passion. I craved it by day and dreamt of it at night. That's called an addiction. You see, my first days I felt the presence of the god at my back. I heard his whispers and felt his power. Though the nature of this power was unclear to me, I thought Torag himself was trying to speak to me, and I did all I could to understand his words. Well, what a naive fool I was. I had no idea that Torag, the uncompromising conceit god and glamorized by all the dwarves, was capable of betrayal. He turned away from me. He left me in the hour when I put all my hopes in him, and desperately needed his support. Torag is the god of craftsmen, so every follower, especially the clerics, must smith their own suit of armor. The day when this work is finished is like the second birthday for a dwarf. He's newly born in the eyes of Torag. My second birthday never came. Wait, hold on, what? Okay, so if I was trying to... The day when his work is finished is like the second birthday. Oh, okay, now I understand. Now I understand. Second birthday? What? Who? What? No, it just means like the second day of birth. The second time you're basically being reborn. There we go. There we go. Better words. Better words. I'm good at words. Huh. I word good. The clerics laughed at my hammers. I couldn't make armor, not even a sword, not even a simple nail. My hammer smashed my fingers and fell on my feet. Molten iron burned my hands. The clerics laughed as they healed me. They used to say I was cursed by Torag. So I finally gave up any attempt to please the betrayer god. Sounds like a bad date gone wrong. Yeah. Well, a bad date gone wrong, doesn't that mean... Wait, hold on. Bad date gone wrong? Doesn't that mean they went good? Sounds like a great date gone wrong. There we go. Better words. As I said, I word good. Even if Torag really has rejected you, is that enough reason to leave your homeland? You don't know much about dwarves. How can a dwarf cursed by Torag go on living in a city where every single soul bows to Torag? I was alone, disgraced, humiliated, insulted. A lone tear glints in the light before sliding down Harem's cheek and into... Poor guy. His story is actually really neat. But him as a character, yeah, no. I was trying to drown my sorrows and drink, but even the owner of the cheapest pub on the road would laugh at me while he put those mugs in front of me. I couldn't take it any longer. I wanted everything to end. But there was one thing that kept me going and prevented me from ending my life. I could still hear the divine whisper behind my back. It was yet faint. It took a long time for me before I could hear it clearly. But having heard it once, I could never forget it. It was clear that that none of the Laird's deities favored me, so I left the Five Kings Mountains and went out searching. I don't think dwarves ever worshipped Grotus. How did you learn about him? But that blessed day became the beginning of a new life. Alone and abandoned by all, I spent many dull hours in a filthy tavern by the roadside. I don't recall the town, nor even the country. I had no money. In fact, all I had was a hunk of stale bread. I was ready and almost fainting from hunger. And that was the moment when the whisper from my god became more clear. It was like he was calling me. At last, my sufferings have come to an end. It was a miracle, and I had put full price for it with my torments. I had paid full price for it with my torments. I couldn't control myself. I walked out of the tavern and straight into the nearest forest, and there I found the ruined temple of Erodin, the lost god. Several figures clad in robes were holding a silent service there, a service to a god I knew nothing of. None minded when I stood beside them. For the first time in my life, I felt myself at home. My new brothers told me that they were clerics of Grotus, the god of end times. They were traveling around Golarion, spreading the teachings of Grodus. Despite all the persecution, contempt, and misjudgment they received from others, I gladly shared this burden with them. For now I knew whose voice had whispered to me through all those years. Wait, so you couldn't even make even a simple nail? And you blame Torag? Are you suggesting that my problem was not a curse, just my own inability to work the metal? Or maybe you're saying that I was just too lazy? Aaron looks into your eyes defiantly, his hands trembling with suppressed rage as he runs his fingers over his beard. You're a fool if you think so. An ignorant fool. Have you ever met a dwarf who can't handle a smith's hammer? Even our children craft knives. No. Torag is the cause of my sufferings. The betrayer god deliberately cursed me just to make a laughingstock of me. But I won't let myself. To get angry at you. You're an ignorant and blind soul, and my aim is to guide you through this dying world that marches towards its end. I will open your eyes or die trying. Grodus will be pleased by either outcome. Talk about something else. Headache! Go away! Hey, Amanda, how's it going? Couldn't sleep? Ah, well, welcome. Welcome. What else would you like to tell? Me to tell you. Other than that, other than you not being able to sleep, how was your day so far? Or morning, I should say. Morning. Right? Morning for you? I think morning for you. I'd like to learn more about the dwarves. Most dwarves are self-satisfied, stubborn fools serving Torag. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve my good attitude. But you can ask whatever you want to know. I'll try to answer. Also, I can't see chat. I'm not wearing contacts. Well, what chat? Who's chat? What are you talking about? There's no chat. What's a chat? What's chat? But you can ask whatever you want. Tell me about the Five Kings Mountains. I can't see you if I do a typo. Oh, there you go. Hey, that. You're out of the woods on that one. The Dwarven Kingdom. Yes. Well, it's to the south from here. It survived many trials, and there will be more yet to come. There is no unity among the dwarves. The Five Kings rule over our people. They sit on the thrones of the five greatest cities, and with every passing day, it grows harder for them to come to any agreement. The only thing uniting the Five Kingdoms mountain is the sky citadel of Highhelm, the great dwarven fortress at the mountain's heart. Have the dwarves always lived in the surface? I know, eons ago, all dwarves lived deep beneath the surface, and they did rather well, judging by the historic records. They built fortresses befitting noble dwarves, but our restless god Torag sent as a prophecy the quest for the sky. He ordered all the dwarves to abandon their fortresses and press upwards to show their beards to the sun, as they say. This journey was long and bloody. Many dwarves perished on the way. Others turned back, keeping to their ancient strongholds. Eventually, they turned to evil Durgar, Grey Dwarves. But those who survived reached the surface and found the Sky Citadels, the most glorious cities in the Dwarven history. Tell me about the Sky Citadels. Oh, they are the peaks of the creation, glorious cities built by the ancient dwarves who'd finally reached the surface after many hardships, performing the final labor in the quest for the sky on the surface of Golarion. They are steadfast, tall, magnificent. They are beautiful. The 10 citadels were built by dwarves, but we've managed to keep only a few. The citadels crumbled, and the orcs, sworn enemies of our people, trampled their blessed streets and ruined the gorgeous places of the ancient kings. These were heavy losses and a disgrace to our people. Highhelm is the jewel of the citadels that remain. It is located in the heart of the mountains and the heart of every dwarf. Yes, my heart too. And there is a dwarven saying that if an enemy reaches Highhelm, every dwarf from all the corners of the world will come to defend it. I'd be there too, but not to help the Citadel's defenders. I'd be there to witness the fall of our people with my own eyes and mourn it. I will fall upon the cold stone and raise my final prayer to Grodus. Other questions? Well, he definitely has his priorities straight. I'd like to talk to you about your god, Grotus. You wish to learn about Grotus? Harem seems surprised and pleased at the same time. Yes, of course. I will answer anything you ask. It's an invisible drink, chat. Well, what are Grotus's teachings about in a nutshell? Grotus is the end of all that exists. Harem smiles. He has obviously been waiting for this question. Look around. What do you see? Looking again, you realize that everything will be destroyed. Our clothing and our armor will turn to dust. The walls of this palaces will crumble into ruins. The trees will fall, and you and I will die much sooner than that. What is it? It's LaCroix. Grotus is a timeless watcher. He's been locked away by Pharasma, the goddess of rebirth, from her boneyard. He watches over the boneyard. He watches over from her boneyard. He watches over the world, knowing the time for the final reaping shall come. He's the bloated moon hanging in the sky. He's the harbinger of the last days. He's the one who will stay when all the others are gone. Pharasma has Grotus locked in her boneyard, so she is stronger than Grotus? Oh, of course she is stronger. For now, Grotus is weaker than Pharasma and many other gods. I would be a fool if I tried to claim otherwise. If Grotus were stronger, then the end times would already have come, wouldn't they? But the powers of the gods fade away. They dissolve slowly. A grain in a century. Grotus collects those grains and waits. He doesn't need to hurry. He knows that his time shall come. Usually clerics can speak with their gods. What does Grotus say to you? What is his will? Grotus doesn't speak to his clerics. Actually, Grotus doesn't need any clerics. He only allows his whispers to be heard, and only by those who are dying to hear them. Literally dying, yeah. Yep. Yep. Those who are dying to hear them. His words are unclear, but they call to you. His voice comes with the soft rustle of the fallen leaves, with the woeful wailing and wind at the mountain pass, with the roar of the raging blizzard, and it calls to you to strike out on the road. Onwards, always onwards, over the pass, over the bridge, and further along. Up ahead, where the edge of the gray robe flashed, and a candle sputtered for the last time before dying. Onwards, always onwards, until your feet can no longer carry you. Harem falls silent, submerged in his own thoughts. Thanks for telling me about Grotus. I've learned enough for now. Let me ask you. What do you think about Grotus? I like your tales. There's an inner truth to them. I'm glad you think like that. We'll bring this truth to the whole world and tell everyone that the end is inevitable. Have you ever regretted your decision to abandon Torag and start worshipping Grotus instead? Your question might seem offensive, but I am not offended. I realize you ask it because you wish to learn about Grotus. Torag betrayed me. All he's ever done was look down with contempt on all my futile efforts to please him. I crafted armor plates, but they fell apart with a single strike of a fist. I smithed swords, but they broke at the hilt. Torag's priests used to say that such failures were the curse of the uncompromising deity. It was Grotus who opened my eyes. He showed me that failure is a manifestation of his will. The end time is near, and every failure is just another step towards it. Torag's curse is only half the reason for my failure. The other half is the blessing of Grotus, which I have born from early childhood. So the short answer to your question is no. I have never regretted opening my soul to Grotus. From what I heard, Grotus doesn't spare the minds of his clerics. They all go insane eventually. Is that true? Ha! Who told you that? I'd like to look that slander in the eye. Harem bursts into laughter, but you can't understand that what's so funny. You see, sanity is quite a relative concept. Each of us is certain that he's the sanest creature in the world. Meanwhile, we periodically doubt the sanity of others. So what happens if 2 or 3 people claim that someone else is insane? Does that make it true? Perhaps the accusers have lost their minds themselves. The longer a cleric listens to the whispers of Crotus, the better he comprehends the essence of his designs, and the deeper his understanding becomes. When enlightenment comes, the mind of a cleric ascends to a new level of understanding, which is inaccessible to simpler souls. Is it insanity? This is for you to decide. My decision was made long ago. When I reach enlightenment, I'll accept it with joy and delight. Honestly, that's too much. You're a funny dwarf and you have your peculiarities, but to go insane voluntarily, you give it up before it's too late. Well, that would piss him off, but I'm lawful good, so... Harem sighs and shakes his head. Can't you understand that's precisely what I want, for it to be too late? Thanks for the conversation. We'll talk later. I'll be happy to continue our conversation. That's 1 down, 2 to go.